Set! Rolling.
Scene 1, take 1.
Say something.
Chavacano ganyan.
Okay, good. Agitong ka. Okay, biyan din 5.
At ako si Teacher Rose P. Ako si Teacher Rose P.
At ako
naman si Teacher Carl. Hindi, episode naman to. Take it away, girl!
Iwan mo, with energy.
Energy pa.
Hi there! Welcome to this year's HTP Kamustahan. I am Gian Franco, and I will be sharing some never-before seen, or told, or even heard stories and secrets behind the doors of HAPIsabela TELEdukasyon. All these and more for HTP Backgrounder. Dito lang yan sa HAPIsabela TELEdukasyon. It has been almost 3 years since the first few scary waves of COVID-19, which means HTP is about to turn 3 this year. Sino ang mag-aakala, no? At sino ang mag-aakala na kaming mga simpleng guro ay magkakaroon ng break at magtatrabaho sa likod at harap ng kamera bilang mga anchors, guest teachers, script writers at editors, camera at lightsmen, clapper at direktor. Name it. Sabi nga ng SM, we've got it all for you. At sino ang mag-aakala na tayong mga guro ay pwede ding ilaban bilang mga artista. Hindi nga lang sa pelikula, kundi bilang mga artistang tagahatid kaalaman sa mga kabataan sa panahon kung saan ang pagtuturo ay kinailangang hanapan ng bagong paraan liban sa pamamaraan na ating nakasanayan. At sabi naman kasi ng BDO, we find ways.
Yes, sir. Ulit. Wait, ma'am. Set!
Rolling.
Native science, sama Bangingih, simply.
Science 3, week 4, scene 1, take 1. In 3, 2, and...
Becoming a part of any given production team is never a walk in the park, but may be quite manageable, long as you are driven and passionate about it. Now, starting an entire production team from ground zero? Well, that is something. HTP came to existence was mainly because of the pandemic that stormed the entire human race with life-threatening risks. With all uncertainties, leaders both from the educating institution and higher-ranked officials of Isabela City came to formulate a groundbreaking initiative to continue education despite the turmoil COVID-19 has brought. Buti na lang kasi we are in good hands with, thus, the birth of HAPIsabela TELEdukasyon. With the blessings of both offices, LRMDS unit of Isabela City Schools Division with the leadership of Ma'am Elsa A. Usman and Sir Dondi Mapa, held a convergence, a sort of audition amongst Isabela City Schools Division teachers to scout, select, and train potential individuals to become part of the HTP production team, all in the service of the Filipino people, ABS-CBN. It was one unforgettable and nail-biting moment. Why? We had to perform unrehearsed and deliver spills like that of a TV anchor in front of the judging eyes of Sir Renny Higuera, Ma'am Helen De Leon, and Ma'am Violeta Santa Elena. Easy peasy, you say? No, it was never. But we had to because we really need to, ika nga ni LBC. We like to move it. A week after the so-called audition, the selected or qualified teachers were named and called back for the orientation. Some series of serious training capacity building, and skill enhancing for the different parts and functions appropriate for those called and chosen to be part of the production. And in just a matter of roughly 2 months, HTP was starting to be realized. Of course, making such realization possible is through the effort of our school's division superintendent, Sir Julieta Fernandez, and our support system, the power duo, Honorable Mujib Hataman and Honorable Siti Jalia Turabin Hataman, being the stern and sturdy backbone of the team. HTP was able to establish connections and partnership such as the cable TV network of Isabela City with Madam Diana Puno taking the charge. O diba? Ganun lang kadali. Nasimulan sa wakas ang HTP with some minor setbacks. But we were able to get back on track every time. Gaya nga ng sabi ni Aling Janisha for Palawan Express, barato, paspas, walay hassle. Spilling of the tea, you say? Well, I just hope no one's here told to burst my bubble since I am coming from my very own experiences, tasked to give impressions about what happens behind the doors of HTP station and scenes that are seldom caught by the camera. Kaya, sige, tara! Would you agree when I tell you na ang hirap humarap sa camera and deliver lines? Now imagine the agony of a first-timer anchor with no track records under our belt whatsoever. Deliver lengthy lines given a day or two prior to taping, with the face foundations and blushers na putok. And to top it all, before the very eyes of the entire staffs with Don Di Mapa and Elsa Usman. Partida na yan kung sila lang. E paano kung dumating pa si Sir Egera at Ma'am Babon na parte ng external QA team? Just imagine how scared we were then. Oh, scary, you say? No. The term is so underrated. It was more of trying and keeping our heads above the water for survival. The only thing that goes in each of our mind is reaching the part where the director says, "Martini shot" or "It's a wrap." Meaning, nairaos at natapos mo ang taping mo.
Nendo na akong kaliba. Uy, dyan yung nagtitiplan na mo may light kanina.
Pinakaping laro.
Oh, mas maligad, nakaping ko. Kakunan namin nakaping. Kanina ako. Ganun ako sumunod na CR. Oh, get out.
Well, these things were all part of the adjustment period, given the fact na wala naman talagang ni isa ang may ganong kahigpit at kalalim na kaalaman in terms of running an entire TV production. But with hard work and determination, look where the production is now. Andito na tayo ngayon sa Kamustahan Year 2, going 3. Continuing what we started, being the Filipino children's bridge in learning na ayon naman kay M. Luwilier, ang tulay ng Pilipino. Being a part of the HTP production, well-rounded performances and multitasking skills are must-haves. Basically, I was told to be an anchor or guest teacher. Apparently not. Unknowingly, being an anchor or at times being a guest teacher was just but the tip of the iceberg. Or let me positively rephrase that. Just the icing on the cake. Kumbaga, sa teleserye pa. Papunta pa lang tayo sa exciting part. Sabi ni... Why? Well, this is just a personal observation lang naman Pero I think, and maybe, some of the staffs can vouch when I say na ako na ata most likely ang nakapag-rotate at na-experience ang iba't ibang roles ng staff ng production. To exclude video editing and of course cooking. I give that to the queen of the kitchen, pun intended, Ma'am Jen. But yeah, going back, I have tried and experienced different roles from the production of the TV anchor and guest teacher to script editor, from language contextualizer to program and concept developer. Being a choir member to host and solo performer, all happening in one event, last year's Kamustahan. And I am not done. From lead script writer in one program to an actor of another program, and another program, and yet another one. And the production team does not settle for anything less. They would always want you to give all of your 100%, and we can't blame them. We are trying to produce and extend quality education despite being crippled by the unprecedented worldwide chaos. Sabi nga ni, nauubusan na ata. Don't get me wrong ha, I don't mean to sound like my old character in Happy School na all-knowing, or the jack of all trades, or any of that sort. What I am saying here is that, pag nasa HTP ka, you will learn things na you never thought you could possibly do. And you will be taught to be well-rounded. Mahahasa ka, mas gagaling ka, mas makikilala mo ang iyong sarili. And this is not just because of your own set of skills or talent, or any of those mighty genes from your parents. Yeah, these were all part, of course, but it has been further developed, honed, sculpted to something more polished, something more useful, and something more helpful to this very kind of prototype that we are today. Confident, equipped, and more than the person we were before the pandemic. And who would have thought? Well, thanks to what HTP has given and taught not only me, but everyone in the HTP family. And when I say family, this includes you, and every one of you. Kasi dito sa HTP, bida ang saya.
Alam mo ba ang tungkuling dapat gampanan? Mga aralin sa puso kahit sa tahanan. Bigyang halaga ang aming sakripisyo. Ang lahat ng to ay para sa inyo. Sabay-sabay tayong matuto, mapa-TV man o radyo, sa HAPIsabela TELEdukasyon, de kalidad na edukasyon ay isusulong. Sabay-sabay tayong matuto, mapa-TV man o radyo, sa HAPIsabela TELEdukasyon, de kalidad na edukasyon ay isusulong.
In this pandemic, I sure have learned one significant thing. It's the idea of learning to see things from a different angle, from a different perspective, that somehow, somewhere, positivity lies in there. To wrap this baby up, I hate sounding cliche or melodramatic or even like a broken record, because you may have heard about this line already. But I would like to end my spilling of the tea with this very simple quote, true to what Sir Konstantin Stanislavski, known as the father of modern acting, said: "There are no small parts, only small actors." Now, actors with smaller roles often gave smaller performance. They moved with no sense of purpose. They performed their characters with no depth, no commitment. In effect, they were more spectators, more than they were actors. So in a nutshell, we must have to learn how to play each of our role, no matter how big or small. So that's it. Thank you very much. Again, this has been Gian Franco for HTP Kamustahan the Backgrounder. Hanggang sa muli, paalam!
Isusunod.